The government is still not doing enough to remove dangerous cladding from buildings more than 2 years on from the Grenfell tragedy. That's according to a committee of MPs, which has accused ministers of being too slow to respond. Well, Alice Selfield is here to tell us more. And what have the MPs been saying, Alice?
Well, as we all know, Grenfell raised many questions around safety in high-rise blocks, and much of the focus has been on the cladding which covers the buildings. Now, according to this report by MPs, the government is still not doing enough to remove dangerous cladding from existing buildings and is being far too slow in reforming the building and fire safety regime. Now, these were views that were shared by the Mayor today.
More than 2 years later, our building regulation system is still unfit for purpose. We still lack clarity on the basic questions of whether certain types of cladding are safe, and tens of thousands of people continue to live in homes that may be unsafe, with leaseholders facing huge bills for interim safety measures and other safety works.
What has happened is some new regulation on building methods. So the government has introduced a ban on combustible materials in blocks over 18 metres high.
And understandably, there's still a lot of anxiety around this issue, isn't there?
Anxiety around safety, absolutely, but also anxiety around money, because there are lots of these buildings which have this aluminium cladding. And in the public sector, the social housing blocks, it's being removed fairly quickly. But in the private sector, after some pressure, the government did eventually come up with a £200 million fund to help with the removal. But today, the Housing Minister, James Brokenshire, admitted in private blocks things aren't happening fast enough. He said the situation is unacceptable and that he wants all of this type of cladding to be removed by June next year.
Alice, thanks very much for that.